Apologize for not participating in symmetry, but it's been such a struggle to win entry to this industry. Put simplistically, it sickens me from lack of contribution. I hope to tighten loose ends with new sense and end this loose end. I think it's more than I can say. I don't exactly know just what to say to you, but now the roof is that I haven't said before. And it feels just like I have been more than patient enough with wasted breath on bluffs with no breath to touch. Soon enough, much of what I give will become the unstable clutch. Then you what you get to lend you one new menu of gifts to spit quick and then shift to the next on your list. Think it's more than I can take. I don't exactly know just what to say to you that I haven't said before. 'Cause it feels like I'm gonna try this time. We got a different way of seeing what you're thinking. I know that I'm stepping up to the line. Now I ain't enough to understand. So come on, never could. Well, I try. We got a different way of seeing what you're thinking. 'Cause it feels like I'm gonna try tonight.
I think it's more than I can take. I don't exactly know just what to say to you anymore.
Well, look who decided to show up, grown up in slow motion. I have to ask you, how did you pass through your own erosion? Could you help me get through this life with you instead of me impeaching the breeze of your breath for laughing at show? I can't give up, I gotta keep trying as hard as possible. And never throw at you. To me that compromise was stoppable. I make it so hard to try. I do what I know is right. Don't make it seem like this isn't forever, because I wanna come through and be there for you. But it feels so bad that cause it feels so bad that I was not there all those times. 'Cause it feels like I'm gonna try this time. We got a different way of seeing what they're thinking. And I know that I'm stepping up to the line. Now I ain't enough to understand. So come on, never could. Well, I try. We got a different way of seeing what they're thinking. 'Cause it feels like I'm gonna try tonight.
This land is a ghost with feet that have fallen asleep. The ocean is almost touching my toes. The city behind me grinds its teeth. You ask what it's like where we're going. No one knows.
Yeah, what? I came to drop this on set. I'm shifting, driving, changing lanes, and I'll be prior to taking names. Dipping, dodge my claim to fame. I'm so quick that I'm ahead of the game. Yo, pulling up fast just to let you know, ain't no one better. I'm running the show, and if you think that you're in control, yo, you can't catch me. I'm on the go. Yo, I'ma get the drop now. We can make it hot now. You think that you got it, but put the pedal to the metal now. That's the rate. It's going down. See, and we can't get the drop. It's for you. I'ma get the drop now. We can make it hot now. You think that you got it, but put the pedal to the metal now. That's the rate. It's going down. See, and I can't get the drop. It's for you.
yo, anywhere you wanna go, put your money where your mouth is, give me all your dough. Pulling up fast just to let you know, ain't no one better, I'm running the show. And if you think that you're in control, yo, you can't catch me, I'm on the go. Show, I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. You think that you got it, we'll put the pedal to the metal now. That's the rate, it's going down, see, and we can't get the drop, it's for you. I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. You think that you got it, we'll put the pedal to the metal now. That's the rate, it's going down, see, and I can't get the drop, it's for you. I can't hit the drop, it's on you. Do you really think that you could just cruise on by me? That's all you can't do. I'ma take you and your whole coat. I'm shifting, driving, changing lanes, and I'll be flying to take a name. Dip and dodge my claim to fame. I'm so good that I'm ahead of the game. Yo, we're pulling up fast just to let you know, ain't no one better, I'm running the show. And if you think that you're in control, yo, you can't catch me, I'm on the go. Yo, I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. You think that you got it, you put the pedal to the metal now. That's the way it's going down, see, and I came here to drop this on you. I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. Think that you got it, you put the pedal to the metal now. That's the way it's going down, see, and I came here to drop this on you. I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. You think that you got it, you put the pedal to the metal now. That's the way it's going down, see, and we came here to drop this for you. I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. You think that you got it, you put the pedal to the metal now. That's the way it's going down, see, and I came here to drop this on you. I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. You think that you got it, you put the pedal to the metal now. That's the way it's going down, see, and we came here to drop this on you. I'ma get the drop now, we can make it hot now. You think that you got it, you put the pedal to the metal now. That's the way it's going down, see, and I came here to drop this on you.
you go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the delay there. Just doing server things here, and we are up and racing and ready to go. In qualifying already here for the season opener of Wednesday Cup. Let's get straight into it here. We have got a lot of drivers in the server here at the moment. This is fantastic to see here at AK Racing. Welcome. I'm your host, Zach O'Reilly at Simsational TV. And qualifying is well underway, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry about that. And look at all the drivers there. We've got 24 plus another 10, I reckon. They're all sitting in there ready to rock and roll. And we're looking here at Chris Pinkney going through in his Dynojet Porsche Carrera Cup. Look at the regulars. We've got Jack Ferguson. He is in and racing here, ladies and gentlemen. He is on fire. Let's see what he can bring for the form to the table in this series. Nathan Hughes also found a lot of form coming into this race weekend. So also a beautiful example there of what you can and cannot do in a Porsche. We'll be looking right at this guy. I'll give you the hot tip. He will be foaming at the mouth to get a couple of wins under his name to start the season off with a bang here at Wednesday Cup as well. Let's go back to a couple of other regulars. We've got Fabian Fitness in here. We have the power broker, Lee Trigglebank. Brody Sharp is back, sharpening those knives, that's for sure. The iron rod in Claypole is here as well. We've got Finn Sinai. He is here too. Good to see him back in the league as well. We've got the name that I cannot pronounce in the last one. I'm just going to call him Bananas. In Rick Bananas right there. We've got Jake Buttigieg. He is sitting around here. And then we've literally got another new face here, Bodie himself. That is a cracking looking vehicle too. Andrew Ferguson, the senior of the Fergos, is here racing as normal. He is our Wednesday Cup regular and the season professional in a lot of different leagues here as well. We've got Mr. Pye. We'll go in the Baker tonight. He is circulating around, another new face here as well, as Kyle Matthews is coming back to the server. Sam Bensley is here too. Nick Mole, the underground mammal, flying around tonight. He'll be wanting to get up there as well, and a lot of people at this point in time are circulating. Nick Mallow, our champion from last season, he's circulating around with his custom livery there. That is a beautiful one from him, and his teammate in Alex McEwen as well, flying. And look at that livery there, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever seen one, that is something to behold there. The old Rothsman Special made from Microsoft Paint is what Alex McEwen was saying as he went and submitted the livery. But nonetheless, it's still his favourite one in sundry. Now, qualifying, we've got 8 minutes and 33 seconds left. And Nick Mallow has just smashed himself into the top place with a 109.6. We had a lot of action in the practice server during the week. And speaking of which, we'll just bring up what we're circulating around here tonight. We're at Donington National, and this is round one of our Carrera Cup Challenge. Qualifying format is 10 minutes tonight. As you see, we're 8 minutes and 10 seconds left out of that. Race 1 is 15 minutes. 16-minute race 2 with a reverse top 10 from where they finished in race 1, and then 17-minute race 3, which will be a top 12 reverse grid, so that's going to be something to behold. I guarantee you those gentlemen sitting from 1st to 12th will be shitting bricks when it comes to that. The top speed around Donington is 219 kilometres an hour, and Fidanaki was our quickest guy on the practice server with a 109.795. That is some quick section there as well. The track itself is very technical. Only 10 turns, if you can count the chicane as 9 and 10 realistically. 10 turns, but all very on-camber, off-camber, downhill, heavy braking, and these Porsche Carrera Cup cars are something to behold when it comes to unloading the rear end. The inertia just kicks you around and just doesn't want to give you any forgiveness. So we'll see what happens tonight in the race settings with all these drivers trying to battle for position. Where is Andrew Ferguson? Here he is in 13th at this point in time, 2.8 seconds off the lead. Brody Sharp has just come up the racing order and found himself in 4th with a 110.4. That is a cracking lap as well. He is off the pace a little bit, but under a second is good. These guys are going to get circulating and get used to the cars. So watch those times fall, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening. The Iron Rod's just yeeted himself into the pit wall. That's not what we wanted to see. Fabian Fitness, the weight professional himself, is circulating in 8th position at this point in time, 1.4 seconds off the lead. Well, let's show him how it's done here. We're right on board here with Nick Mallow, and he's going to show us how it's done around Donington, I'm sure, with a 109.6. And let's see where that puts him in the grand scheme of things. He's good half a second away from his teammate and compatriot Alex McEwen. You turn into turn 1. See that rear end just dancing around, and it catches you off guard if you're not careful. Run wide on the exit, and this is the downhill section into 2, and then a double right-hander really into 3 and 4. It was called cut the grass there if you can, get the car pointed in, turned early to not avoid the oversteering characteristics of the Porsche there. Got a bit of traffic here in front of him. There's Nick Malloy, a bit of racing and qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening going off the circuit there in front of him, up, like, left, down, whatever you want. That is happening for Nick Malloy. Cut the car in and get it pointed to the apex early to get a good run, because the next section here is another double right-hander, very hard on the brakes, and there is Nick Malloy off the track. Just as we thought we were going to get some good speed out of him, we'll stick on board with him and have another crack. That is not the etiquette that we want here at AK Racing, that's for sure. But final straightaway is a challenging one. Nick Malloy's going to abort this lap and get out of the way. Where's Alex McEwen coming right behind him? Alex will finish the lap off. Shifter right down to second. Cut the chicane there on the first bit. That's where you find some time and get a beautiful drive in third into fourth, and then over the line, just shifting into fifth, if that is correct. Done. Alex McEwen with a 1:10.014. So he's improved. He's not on pole yet, but looking to get himself into P1 and outdo Nick Malloy. Nathan Hughes is in the server. That is a beautiful livery by him as well. We'll have to check out that in a hot second. Let's go to him and have a look. That is a cracking car. That looks absolutely fantastic there. A Thrustmaster Fanatic, if you really want to call it that. Michelin stars all over it. Very well done there by Nathan Hughes. He will be wanting to get up into the top place at some time this season, because he has been circulating and finding form, ladies and gentlemen, and his mum Heather Hughes is in the commentary box at home in the Hughes household, cheering him on. So don't you worry about that. It's all gonna be on like Donkey Kong, that's for sure. 4 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Jake Buttigieg is in the server and circulating 1.26 seconds off the top place, but don't worry. Look at the times, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing between 6th to 12th. There is literally nothing. Not even a second between them. And that middle to back pack is going to be a feisty one when it comes to race day. Oh my goodness gracious me. What do you do when you've got 29 odd cars on the track? You circulate it and try to get through as quickly and efficiently as you can. And that's what Jake will be wanting to do, as is everyone else as well. Brandon Pierce with his custom livery too tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Sticks with the same one for each car that he drives in the V8s or the 90s or any Wednesday Cup car that we run. And that is the Hoonigan-inspired Monster Energy Porsche. That looks really, really good. You won't miss him. And he said to me earlier, he goes, it's going to look good battling down in the mid-pack, so you'll be able to spot me. And I said, mate, you got to get a bit of pessimistic, can't even speak tonight, a bit of positivity into the mindset there and see yourself up the front, son, because you got some pace. So we'll see where he sits. And in the top 10 at the moment, that's a pretty good start for him. He'll be happy with that. Nonetheless, who can we look at here down the back? The windscreen is in the pits. Bodie is circulating around 2.79 seconds off the lead, but don't worry, look at the gaps. 12th all the way to 19th. There's only 8/10 between them. Holy mackerel. That is incredible stuff. Don't worry about that. He will be looking for something to behold, and that will be a sight that we can see in the grand scheme of things. Hopefully we've got some lovely racing etiquette tonight here in the opening round of Wednesday Cup. It's good to see a lot of drivers on the server. As I said, I'm excited. You at home should be excited as well. Don't worry about that. It's going to be exciting when it comes to race time in 2 minutes and 21 seconds. What is happening at the top of the table? We've got our top three are still circulating around. The mid-pack is jumbling for positions. And we've got Fergo and Pierce battling, not too much. That is not even a bee stick between the two of them, only a half a tenth, if you don't mind, at this current space. And then we've got Kim Weckett as well. He isn't far off Andrew Ferguson. So 10th and 11th and 12th is going to be a positional change sometime in the race, and see if they can do it cleanly. They're circulating lovely at this point in time. Ollie Longley's back. Good to see you, my old friend, and circulating lovely as well. And we'll see where everyone comes with only 1 minute and 38 seconds to go. It could heat up here with the timetables at the moment. Very, very tight between 4th and 7th, and not even 2/10 between them. And Nathan Hughes could be under some pressure here as well if he doesn't get some better lap times in. Is he up on his own sector time at the moment in Nathan Hughes? Yes, he is. He is 3 tenths nearly up on his personal best. He's got some lap traffic in the way at the moment. Will that hamper him? I'm not too sure. He's 3 tenths up now. Circulates that part of the section really, really well. And blue flagger gets out of the way for qualifying. Very, very good track etiquette there by a fellow compatriot. Headlights are on in front. Nathan Hughes, where is this going to sit him with a minute left to go in qualifying? Sideways as you like through there. Holy mackerel, he's having a good go. Is Nathan Hughes, don't worry about that. Oh, he's run wide there. That's not going to be too good for the timing split. 49 seconds, 50 seconds into the lap at this point in time. Where is this going to sit him in the grand scheme of things? We'll have to sort itself out because the sector times are not working down here at the moment at the bottom of the screen. Underneath him, we'll see a minute gone over. It navigates the last chicane very, very well. 32 seconds left, so he's going to have another crack at it. Don't you worry. He'll get another go. Is this going to bump him up the timesheets at this point in time? No, it has not. So Nathan Hughes now wanting to get a march on and get closer to Nick Mallow and Alex McEwen, I'm sure, as an errant Porsche just goes completely sideways and off the circuit there. That was a windscreen. And Ian O'Brien, don't worry about that. Here comes the chef. He is back. Hayden Cook is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, and looking to make Gordon Ramsay proud this season. I'm sure that when it comes to the grand scheme of things, he needs to have a lot of carbide sharpening knives, because last season he sort of ended up a bit blunt, and we'll see where this puts him in the grand scheme of things. Nick Mallow's done for qualifying. Qualifying is done. Where's Alex McEwen? Is he up at this stage? I can't tell. It doesn't look like he is up at this moment, but we'll see where he rounds the final chicane. No, he's completely lost it. The Rothmans Porsche into the fence and out. Nathan Hughes is up. He's green. So let's see where this puts him in the grand scheme of things. Nathan Hughes, what will happen for him? He's navigating that final chicane excellently. Jumps the first bit of the corner, gets the car pointed wide, and beautifully onto the pit straight here. Where is he going to finish, Nathan Hughes? Is he going to jump up the lead? No, he is not. A 1:10.2 will leave him in third place for now. But he did improve, so he's only half a second now. And that is qualifying done and dusted with most of our guys in the pits at this point in time. Bensley's not on a lap. The chef is on a lap here, though. He seems to be up on his personal best. What is this going to do for the chef in Hayden Cook? Where will he finish? We'll find out in 2 seconds once he crosses the line here. Will it bump him up any places? No, it won't. So he is done, and he got a track cut. So that is him done and dusted. And that is qualifying done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. This is your grid for now. We've got Nick Mallow in P1 to start off, our season champion from the 86s in fine form. Alex McEwen is right behind him as well in second place. Nathan Hughes is third. Jake is off the second row right next to Nathan. Brody Sharp in fifth. He'll be happy with that. That's a cracking lap for him. Fabian Fitness as well in sixth. Ben Hines in seventh. James Claypole, Jason McFadden and Hayden Cook ran out your top 10. Brenna Pierce in 11th to start off his campaign here at Wednesday Cup with Andrew Ferguson right next to him. Look out for that as a race start. Kim Weckett and Kyle Matthews in 13th and 14th. Oliver Longley and Bodie, or Mr. Envy as he likes to be called, in 15th and 16th. James Bullock and the Power Broker in 18th. And Ian O'Brien and Jack Ferguson ran out your top 20. Then we've got another 9 drivers. We've got the B-grade chef in Brent Cook. We've got Rick Bananas. We've got Matt Belton. We've got Sam Bensley, Nick Mole, Chris Pinkney, Mr. Baker, and Finn Sinai with Max Erbel to round out the final spots on the grid there. 29 drivers, ladies and gentlemen. That is qualifying done and dusted. But don't you worry, we've got another season of exciting racing coming away, and race 1 is going to be on very shortly. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and it will be something to behold here once we get into the next section of the Wednesday Cup for the next format. We'll leave you with the bridge for now, and we'll be right back here at Wednesday Cup for race 1 in just a few moments.
Second time, pull your dress up slow. It's
down by the bridge. Jeez Louise, don't you worry about that. It's all going to be on like Donkey Kong. We are ready for race 1 in about 3 minutes time, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm excited. This is race 1 coming your way. And here at Simsational TV, we love calling all the action here. And I'm excited for this one. Let's have a look quickly at the man in question. We mentioned this guy earlier in the session for qualifying, and that is Nick Mallow. He was our season champion in the Wednesday Cup in the 86s, but can he be champion in this season in the Porsches? There's only one way to find out, and he's in the perfect position here now to get that championship underway and maybe get a tick underneath the over the top, of that Porsche Carrera Cup. But the car itself, ladies and gentlemen, is an absolute belter. It is a 2004 Porsche Carrera Cup car. 386 brake horsepower with 383 newton meters of torque, and only 1,150 kilos with the driver and some fuel in it. They're quick, and 0 to 100 in 3.4 seconds as a race car. That is still, to these days, a very quick time, and top speed of 270 odd k's an hour. It's an absolute belter to drive, and we'll only find out what happens to everyone here in the grand scheme of things once the grid sorts itself out. We have got a grid like so, ladies and gentlemen. Ignore me at the top. Nick Mallow is off pole with Alex McEwen next to him, Nathan Hughes, and Jake is off the second row. Brody Sharp and Fame and Fitness off the third. Ben Hines, James Claypole off the fourth with Jason McFadden next to him. The chef, Brandon Pearce, Andrew Ferguson, Kim Weckett, Kyle Matthews, Oliver Longley, round out your top 15. Mr. Envy himself, James Bullock, is just entered the server there now with the power broker and the windscreen in 18th and 19th. Jack Ferguson is still yet to enter the server with the chef right next to him with Rick Bananas, Matt Belton, Sam Bensley, Nick Mole, Chris Pinkney, the Baker, Finn Sinai, Max Herbal, Blake Rankine, Tyler Craig, and Mr. Panama. We'll call him Mr. Iron Maiden himself with only a minute to go. Let's quickly take a run through the grid here as well. These are a fantastic setting looking grid here at the moment, if I can get it sorted. Look at all these cars, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at this for a grid, if you don't mind. The Chopper Cam is on the piss tonight. He's taken off and decided that it's not a go. And there is myself just sitting there as well. But let's get back up into the main grid. Hopefully you guys haven't got motion sickness at home from this sort of behaviour. As we come through, the Donington circuit is an absolute belter. We'll go straight through the sign, chop that off. And with the headlights ready to go, it is now anyone's go here at Simsational TV and AK Racing. 23 seconds left in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to you all. Can't wait to have you here and join me for the rest of the stream. The lights are up and ready to go. We're going to have lights out in just under 10 seconds time, I would say, here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights are ready to go. The season opener for AK Racing Wednesday Cup Carrera Cup is on, and we are off and racing here. And Nick Mallow's got a good start, but Alex McEwen has got an even better one, I would say, there for now. Side by side as they come into turn 1. Those are going to get around easily. We'll have a look back here in the mid-pack. Is everyone well behaved for now? They are. That is some cracking racing by everyone here. We've got the chef is in 10th position with Claypole right next to him, trying to take that position on. And Brandon Pearce is around the at the back of these guys as well. It's all happening here in the mid-pack at the back at the moment. We've got all these drivers in the Porsches getting through cleanly. There's some action there. That is, oh my goodness gracious, Bananas has absolutely pissed Matt Belton off. He is into the sand, not the way to start a race 1, season 1 of the Porsche Carrera Cup. Back out in front, Nick Mallow has retained the lead for now as we're halfway through the lap already, and he is circulating very well. Alex McEwen and everyone else are doing an excellent job here at this point in time. Nathan Hughes is in third. Heather, his mum, is in the chat waiting and cheering him on. I can tell you that at the moment. Everyone's sort of line astern at this point in time. Look at this battle down the back straight here. The Buddy Gig and Fabio Fitness having a good crack at each other, and right behind them is Hines and Brian's cousin in McFadden. And everyone's getting through that. Ben Hines has been nose to tail there by James Claypole. James Claypole giving the front nose splitter a bit of thinking to do, and he is sitting around in 10th now. He's lost a few positions out of that as we round turn 1 once more for another lap here with 13 minutes and 33 seconds to go. What's happening back here? The power broker is circulating well. He's got a nice lead over, that looks like Lee Trugelbank, and that is Ollie Longley. off the track and doing a pirouette. He will want to get back on quick smart. He's dropping down the field quicker than a sack of shit, and he will be looking to make some positions up by the end of the race. I give it a hot tip. Jack Ferguson, on the other hand, making some progress there from 20th. He is now in 16th and looking very racy at this point in time. Is Jack? His dad is in front of him in 11th spot in Andrew Ferguson, and just a bit of a train in front of him. It's all happening at this point in time. What are we doing with all the action on board and off board here? Oh, that was a bit hairy from Fergo. He's got the car pointed in nicely. The car tends to understeer a lot through that section once you push it. And it looks like Andrew Ferguson doing a good job there in 11th and holding that position for now. In front of him, though, it's all happening. Ben Hines is trying to get a run here on Brian's cousin, and he's got that one done and sorted by this, I reckon. Is he going to take over Brian's cousin here? Down the front straight away they come into the pit exit, which is the entry line for turn 1. They're around the outside. Here goes Benny Hines. He's going to have to go the long way around. It doesn't get away. Oh, no, there's cars off there. That is Fabian Fitness. He has come a proper. And it looks like himself and the chef, I think it was. No, it was Buttigieg and Fabian Fitness, and the chef has now gone straight through the both of them, promoting himself up into 11th place. Has Hayden Cook. That looks fantastic for him. Gordon Ramsay will be absolutely cheering to the high heavens with this. A top 10 on the rise for him. Brandon Pearce and Matthews switching positions there. Brandon Pearce has made an error and come a proper in the background, which Brandon Matthews up into a 9th place there for now. And the chef and Fabian Fitness already switched positions, so the chef has been overtaken. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's all happening here. These guys are now shifting for positional changes. I'll tell you what, it's all going on. I reckon in the chat it's all happening because Heather Hughes has already cleared a spot in the cabinet for the trophy for Nathan Hughes, the season champion. So we've got some performance things going on here. What's happening at the front? Alex McEwen has got past Nick Mello. That must have been an unforced error, or Nick Mello has just not been quick enough for the last 2 laps or 3 laps or so, and that is it. And Matthews has found himself a proper somewhere as well too, in the background over 13th, but back to the front. Alex McEwen now has overtaken Nick Mello, our season champion from last year, is in second now, and Alex McEwen is another quick guy out there, and he is trying to gallop away from Nick Mello at this stage, not doing it too quickly, but the headlights are well and truly on. In the rear vision mirror there for Alex McEwen, that pink, well, salmon pink, I would say, of Nick Mello is hot under the collar. And look at that. That is an excellent run there for Nick Mello. Let's have a look on board. What's going to happen here between the two of them? Oh, side by side. That is not where you want to go side by side. He's pushing Alex McEwen wide. Alex is not having any of that. He's saying, get the hell out of the way. But now Nick Mello has got the advantageous line into the final chicane. But is the drive going to be better for Alex McEwen? It looks like it is. Who's going to brake first and blink first? It is not Nick Mello. He is going. And now Alex McEwen's going for a switchback here. Change for the lead, ladies and gentlemen, or not. That is a great drive from Nick Mello. He is managed to get out of that unscathed. But then Alex McEwen is now on the inside, and he's probably going to take P1 once more here as we round the first turn of Donington Park. And looks like Alex McEwen and Nick Mello are side by side. Who's going to get the overlap? Who's going to bump and run? Oh, geez, it's all of them at the moment. This is still on like Donkey Kong here at the front. Nick Mello in front once more. And Nathan Hughes is just sitting back watching and going, mate, stuff it up, you two, please. I'm here for the prime slot. Don't worry about battling. I'll take it both off you if you get out of the way and by coming a proper. So good place for Hughes to be in and around. This battle here is not letting go. Look at Nathan Hughes go. He is feisty at the moment and looking to get into the rear bumper but not tap the rear end of Nick Mello there, because that could be disastrous if he does. He'll pirouette him once, twice, 3 times, whatever you want. Here we are on board with Nathan Hughes. The battle up front. Look at Alex McEwen going defensive over Nick Mello. Alex McEwen's now going to have to be a bit careful that the front tyre doesn't heat up too much. And it looks like they are not doing that at all. This looks fantastic here. Look at that for a view. Nick Mello trying to show the nose and get down there. Heather Hughes will be cheering like absolute ab nauseum at home. I can hear it from here. Nathan Hughes now looking at the front two, battling away. The next closest battle on the grid, we'll come back to the lead pack in a second, is the Iron Rod. He is fierce all over the back of Brian's cousin, is Ryan Rod in James Claypole. That is looking sensational. Is he going to go for a dive under braking? He is, but he's not going to get the job done because Jason McFadden has got the grip and got the confidence into turn 1 and just said, no, you're not taking that one off me yet, James Claypole. I'm going to have a good crack. As look at this for a move. Tyler Craig. He is a mover and shaker at the moment. Welcome back, Tyler Craig. He's going to get another place because the power brake has just gone off the circuit in the background there. Don't tell me it's happened. It has happened, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Hughes has gone straight through to the lead. And he has taken Nick Mallows and Alex McEwen's possible chance of winning this race out of the equation right now. With 5 laps in and 8 minutes to go. Heather will be cheering at home. Look at this. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong between those three. I'll give you the hot tip. And Nathan Hughes now has galloped away to a second lead in front of these two, and Alex McEwen and Nick Mallow at the front. Brodie Sharp is still not messing around either. He's getting drawn into this battle too, so could be a 4-place battle for the lead at some stage, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, where do you find this racing? You don't find it anywhere else. 29 cars on the grid here at Donington Park, and it is on for any position here. James Bullock, I'm going to call him Sandra's long-lost cousin, is circulating very nicely as he's going to get past a very, very slow yellow and black Porsche there. That looks like a lap car. And he's got Chris Weckett in front of him at the point in time. So that is where his eyes will be pointed for this point in time. What's going on here? Is Heinze getting close? No, he's half a second away. Is Brandon Pierce anywhere? He is in 10th after coming off. Brandon Pierce now will be wanting to get back into the top 6 or 7, where I reckon his pace is tonight. Looking at further at the back of the field, Nick Mole, usually up there, the underground mammal, and just finding himself in 22nd, and that is not good. That looks like an errant... No, it's not. I don't know who that is. Can't see him at the moment. Maybe it's Sam Bensley, or is it Herbal, or is it... It is Mr. Pye himself. So Mr. Pye himself is now finding himself backwards and facing the wrong way, but Nathan Hughes is under all sorts of pressure. That definitely was an unforced error by the two behind him, because with 9/10 of a second last lap and now only 2/10, it's going to be a bit stressful in the cockpit of Nathan Hughes' Porsche at the moment. He's got Nick Mallow with his headlights on full beam and Alex McEwen in the Rothmans paint liveried Porsche right behind him having a good crack too. Don't worry about that. Looks awesome. Good to see Harley Marshall in the chat, Buller in the chat, Heather in the chat, Finks in the chat as well. And Guy Duff too. Thanks for sticking in and watching all the action here at this point in time. It's all on here. Don't worry, Brad Hines is making a race of it. Look at the two teammates here, Brad Hines and James Claypole. Oh, Ben Hines, sorry. Looking very, very racy there. And don't tell me. No, is it? Is it really? It is too. Just as we commentator cursed anyone else other than Nathan Hughes, he has come a proper and is facing the wrong way. Not sure how that happened, but he's gone from 1st to 10th. Still in the top 10, something to cheer about, but he knows where his pace is. And he has come off the circuit as Nathan Hughes. Don't worry, son, there's 2 more races to go, which is awesome for everyone else at home too. Geez, 2 races to go. He's gone full sideways there as Nathan Hughes. Those rear tyres are absolutely cooking. And he will be wanting to get back up into probably 7th or 6th place so he can find himself in the mid-pack for the next race, which is a reverse top 10 for everyone at home. Look at Tyler Craig, though, charging through the field. Started in 20th and now he's in 12th. He is finding everything about these Porsches easy to drive at this point in time. Fabian Fitness and Andrew Ferguson are just battling away here coming into turn 1. And it looks like Fabian Fitness has got Andrew Ferguson cleanly and takes position 7 off Andrew Ferguson. And now Fergo has to settle for 8. Look at those, both of the headlights blurring here at well. We've got Bodie in the pits. Not sure what he's doing. I think he's out. No, he's come back in. Not sure what he was doing in there. Maybe he came a proper in the turn 1. Look at that for a move by Kim Weckett. Just darted to the inside on the chef in the B-grade chef and got 15th off Mr. Cook and takes that place very convincingly, if you don't mind. Brandon Pierce and Fergo. Look at this 3-wide battle here. Oh, geez, is that a lap car in front? It is too. Is that, I think it is. Is that lap traffic getting in the way of Brandon Pierce and Fabian Fitness as well? Brandon Pierce is going to try and go around the outside of Fabian Fitness. They're both too wide here. And onto the final back straight, and that is a car off the track. I think that was a lap traffic car, but Andrew Ferguson now and Mr. Hughes are going straight at it here down the back straight. We've got battles everywhere here. You can't keep up. And underneath goes Nathan Hughes on Andrew Ferguson. Andrew Ferguson trying not to get inside the rear bumper of Nathan Hughes too much there. And look at Brandon Pierce here at the front, weaving all over the circuit. He wants to get in front of Mr. Fitness as quickly as he possibly can because he knows that Nathan Hughes is a quick driver right behind him. And I think that's what Brandon Pierce is aiming to do here. Let's jump on board with him and see what's going on in the cockpit of Brandon Pierce. Looks like he's just circulating nicely there. And at the front, it is still Alex McEwen over Nick Mallow. Only 3/10, mind you, so anything could happen there. But look at the gaps everywhere else. 5th and 6th is having a great battle. 8th, 9th, where we're at the moment, is also only within half a second of each other. Power Broker and Matthews trading places there too. Things are going on everywhere here. Blake Rankine is back in the server at AK Racing too. So good to see him. Thank you very much for coming back, Blake. We love to see you, and hopefully you do well in this series with the Porsches. They might suit your driving style. Look at Belton. He's going to be wanting to bash some cars out of the way, I reckon, and as per his last name. And in that Coca-Cola livery. Oh, look at that in front of him. Longley and Jack Ferguson have got together, and now Belton's been yeeted into the wall. Oh, my days, bro. Where do you find that action? In Donington, that's where it is. And poor old Matt Belton, I've commentated curse. It's strong tonight. Don't want to have any people getting too cursed around it. It's happening everywhere. Hines and Claypole are having a good crack. Look at this. Oh, Brent Hines having a good slide there too. He's getting into the groove, and now he's just found himself out of it. And that is the Iron Rod through into 5th. So what a recovery drive here by the Iron Rod. And James Claypole having a good drive here in the Porsches from, I think he was about mid-teens, and he's found himself in 5th already, and he's gone wide there. Look at that for a commentator curse. Nearly just did it again. What's going on here at the front? Nick Mallow is now all over the back here of Alex McEwen. Once more, line of stern battle. This is like Groundhog Day between the two of them. 2 tenths, 1 tenth, whatever you want. It's all happening. Don't tell me the Iron Rod's come off. Yes, it is. Oh, my Jesus. How do you pick it? You just can't bloody pick it. What do you do? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. The Iron Rod in 5th and now in 11th. I reckon there's some swearing going on underneath that helmet. There won't be too many kind words going on if it was just an unforced error. Fabian Fitness has gone off. Nathan Hughes has made a gain from where he was in 10th. He's in 8th already. He's got past Andrew Ferguson. He's got past the chef. And now we'll be looking for Fabian up in front of him there. There you go. See, it's just all happening. It's just all happening. Tyler Craig now in the top 10 has got past Andrew Ferguson. These two are not friends, I tell you that. They're compatriots off the field, but on the track they are not friends. And Tyler Craig will be streaming this at home as well on his personal account and getting it all happening. I wonder if there's some swearing going on too. I'm not too sure, but looking like it's on like Donkey Kong between these two, Ferguson and Craig. Let's keep with them. But, geez, look at the front pack, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye on that gap there. What's going to happen between these two? Is there a move here for Tyler Craig? No, it's not. What's happening here? There's some lap traffic getting in the way of the leaders at the moment, and they're coming up to a lot of traffic here now. That could be something to behold. Keep your eyes peeled. With only 57 seconds to go, this is the last lap here for our leaders. They will know that too, because it takes about 1:10 to get around here, ladies and gentlemen. Only 49 seconds left. As soon as the clock runs out, that is it. She's all over like the fat lady's son. But it's not over until the checkered flag in racing sense. It's going to be interesting. Alex McEwen is going to want to defend like an absolute lion, make that Porsche look as wide as 2 Scania buses. Brandon Pierce has got through on Fabian Fitness though. Look at this. This is a good battle. Hughes, Fitness and Pierce all having a good crack. Oh, 3 wide. Here we go. Coming into the final lap on turn 1. Fabian Fitness down the inside. Brandon Pierce a sandwich in the middle. And Brandon Pierce has overshot the corner, which is going to see him wide. Fabian Fitness is going to go through. Nathan Hughes is also going to go through on Pierce. If they're not too careful, they could come together. Not sure if it's going to happen here, but that is the optimal line there for Nathan Hughes. But Brandon Pierce is keeping on the throttle and saying, no, you're not getting past me for now. But Nathan Hughes fully under full brakes. They look at the car nearly bottoming out. That is commitment. Nathan Hughes up into 7th. Fabian Fitness in 6th. Brandon Pierce having to settle for 8th here is now. What's going on here on the last straight here for the lead, ladies and gentlemen? Alex McEwen is getting hounded by Nick Mallow. Alex has gone full defensive. Nowhere to go for Nick Mallow. Oh, no, too wide. Here we go. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to get the lead lap. Oh, no, Nick Mallow's around. Alex McEwen's going to come in and take the win. Is Nick Mallow going to get... Alex McEwen's done it. Is Nick Mallow going to get through? No, Brody Sharp's got through. And Brody Sharp takes 2nd. Jason McFadden takes 3rd. Nick Mallow in 4th from the 2nd position. It's all happened within half a corner, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. That is something to behold. Benny Hines in 5th on debut. Absolute fantastic stuff from him. Fabian Fitness in 6th. Nathan Hughes in 7th. Brandon Pierce, the chef, in 9th. Ferguson in 10th. And Tyler Craig in 11th. So Fergo got the advantage over Tyler Craig for a second. And that is all it takes. That is probably a dead heat, I reckon. Look at the timing tower having an absolute fit. Kyle Matthews in 12th. James Claypole in 13th after coming a proper there. Jesus, where do you find all the commentator curses? Right here at Simsational TV. Sandra Bullock's long-lost cousin in there. The B-grade chef has crossed the line in 15th. The power broker Tricklebank in 16th. Nick Mole, what a drive from bloody nearly dead last to 17th. That is a good place for him to start. Panama from Van Halen is 18th. Jack Ferguson just about to cross the line, I would say, here in 19th with Ollie Longley. Nearly a photo finish between the two of those. Kim Weckett, 21st. Belton, Rankin, Banana Rama, Sam Bensley. Who else we got? Let's go to the actual timing tower. They're 25th and above, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we've got here from 25th down. We'll go back to that in a second. 25th. Here we go. Bodie has come out in 26. Finson, Max Herbal, Chris Pinkney and Ian O'Brien round out your grid. There's 30 cars, 31 cars on the grid, 32. Not even 29, 32, ladies and gentlemen. But that is your grid. And it is going to be flipped on its head for the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Alex McEwen takes out race 1. Brody Sharp came through and took second, and so did Jason McFadden. Took second and third off Nick Mallow. Nick Mallow hitting the inside of Alex McEwen's rear tyre and sending him pirouetting into the fence on the final corner of the last lap, which made him go from second to fourth in Nick Mallow. Benny Hines comes through top 5 for his debut here. That is fantastic. Fabian Fitness, Nathan Hughes, Brandon Pierce, Hayden Cook, Tyler Craig round out your top 10. That is going to be a flip. Tyler Craig is going to start from the front of the grid with the chef next to him. So that is going to be something to behold here. And Andrew Ferguson, Matthews, Claypole, Bullock, Brent Cook from 11th to 15th with the Power Broker, the Underground Mammal, Panama, the Young Fergo, Oliver Longley in 20th. And then from your 21st, it's Weckett, Balkan, Rankine, Banana Ramba, Bensley, Bodie, Sinai, Max Herbal, Chris Pinkney, the windscreen, and the Baker. And then we've got, no, Matthew Brown hasn't entered the server. Then Jake Buttigieg is running at the 32nd and last place. He didn't last too long, only 2 laps in there. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. What a season opener. That's an absolute perler. I'm happy about that. I hope you guys are at home and guys and girls at home watching us here on the tally. And it's going to be sensational for race 2. Speaking of which, go get a refreshment out of the cupboard. Get everything else. And what are we going to see in race 2? It's anyone's guess. But we're going to be back for that shortly here at Simsational TV. So don't go anywhere. And we'll see you for race 2, reverse top 10 grid coming your way. 16 minutes of hardcore racing in the Porsches around Donington Park. Don't go anywhere.
Just
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. 2 minutes left, and look at this grid. It amazes you. It amazes you. We'll have a look through. Look at that. We've got 32 cars competing here. Excuse me. For a position. Doesn't matter where it is. They all want to be as far up or further up from where they started. But their race grid for race 2 is as follows. Tyler Craig, Hayden Cook are off the front 2 positions there. Brandon Pearce, Nathan Hughes behind them. Fabian Fitness, Ben Hines off the 3rd. Nick Mallow and Jason McFadden next to each other will be there. And then Brody Sharp and our race winner, Alex McEwen, sitting in 10th place. Andrew Ferguson and Kyle Matthews in 11th. James Claypole and Bullock in 13th and 14th respectively. 15th and 16th belongs to Brent Cook and the power broker Lee Tricklebank, and Nick Mole, Panama, and Jack Ferguson with Ollie Longley in 20th there as well. Weckett, Belton, Rankine, Banana Rama, Sam Bensley, Mr. Envy himself, Finn Sinai, Max Herbal, Pink Panther in 30th or 29th, and Windscreen in 2nd or 3rd last there for himself, with the Baker and Buttigieg finishing out the grid. And that is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute belter there. Look at that for a grid. We'll have one more look. Hopefully the chopper cam is not on the piss as much this time. He's going to go up and over the driving machine and then back down again. That is an absolute fantastic looking grid there. I'm excited. 26 seconds to go. Anything can happen here. Let's have a look back. And that is the view from the final place. It's a long way down there, but don't worry, it's never over until the fat lady sings with lights up, and away we go. Let's see if we can follow these guys for the first turn. This is going to be an experiment and a half. Let's see what happens here. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5, 6, 7. It's all ready to go. What's going to happen here? And we are off and racing, and that is a very, very good start there for Tyler Craig. He's going to get out now. The traffic cam and the chopper cam has got out of position, so I'm going to get completely out of it and back onto where the action is. Let's go to Fabian Fitness. He is sitting there in 2nd place. Look at the behind him. Brandon Pearce under all sorts of pressure here now. Nathan Hughes going straight down the inside, bashing his way through the pack there into 4th place. Brandon Pearce and him have come together. Brandon Pearce is around and he's out. That's going to take in Nick Mallow nearly. Nick Mallow somehow got out of that, and Brandon Pearce unfortunately racing down and out into the sand trap. That is going to be a shocker for him. He won't be too happy. Tyler Craig has got an absolute ripstart of a start with Fabian Fitness in 2nd. Right behind him. It's all happening here in the mid-pack. Don't you worry. They are not giving up. These guys, holy mackerel. That is what you want to see, but then also not what you want to see if you are Brandon Pearce. You are right down there at the back of the grid now. It's all happening. Let's see what's going on further down the pack here. We'll go to Kim Weckett. He is getting hounded by his teammate there in the power broker. Power broker's gone around down the inside, I think, or around the outside. And 15th, 14th, and 16th is all up for grabs here at the moment. Jack Ferguson now on the inside. He's going to get both of them here, I reckon, if he's late on the brakes. Oh, no, he's gone too deep, and he's taken out Mr. Bullock. Mr. Bullock is around and out, and that is job done for him at the moment. He's going to have to wait until all the cars get past him, and now that is a shocking place to be, just like Brandon Pearce all the way down in dead last is Brandon Pearce now. I wonder where he's going to find up in Sandra Bullock's long-lost cousin. We don't know. Fabian Fitness, though, has he taken the lead off Tyler Craig? He has. Fabian Fitness now finding some pace here and very, very angry. And so is Nick Mallow. Where has Alex McEwen been in all of this? He is in 8th. He's got around. And that is Kim Weckett or Kim Matthews in the background. And he is out and tumbling down the timesheets at this stage. Look at that. That is not where you want to be out there in the boonies for sure at the moment. Nick Mallow, though, looking for a move around the outside of the chef, and he has got that done. So Nick Mallow now in 3rd place. Our 4th place getter for race 1 in 3rd now. Already better where he started the race. So that is good. Now Hayden Cook is under all sorts of pressure here. Jason McFadden now finding some bloody early pace here in literally loving life. He's Brian's cousin. The ARIA charts is the in joke here around Simsational TV for it because he's Brian's cousin. He gets money every time he finishes in the top 10, does Jason. So incentivised racing nonetheless here for Jason McFadden. Don't you worry about that. And he is looking very, very racy, just going a bit wide there. But that Porsche of the chef is looking very tasty at the moment. Is he going to serve up the dinner plate? Is the chef? He is not. He's going to go backwards. And now is a beautiful pass there from McFadden into 4th place. Does Jason McFadden go? What an absolute sensational move there. Move of the day. What's happened to Brody Sharp? He's around. He's pirouetting. He's gone. Don't know what he's doing down there, but he is out. Found himself there. Nathan Hughes in 10th place. He wanted to be up there in the frontal positions. Don't take that the wrong way. Just the frontal positions on the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, because 10th is not ideal for him. He's got Claypole, Ferguson and McEwen in front of him, and that is going to be interesting to see him navigate through that at the moment. Let's look at Alex McEwen. He is in a battle of his life here. Look at that. There is cars going everywhere. The chef now in front. Jason McFadden's been hit around. Alex McEwen's going to go. Andrew Ferguson's got through all that. And Brian's cousin is facing the wrong way. You don't ever want to be there. That is a precarious position for Jason McFadden. He is spewing at the moment underneath that helmet. Promotes Nathan Hughes from 10th up into 7th through all of that carnage. Somehow got through that, did Nathan Hughes. The chef now in 4th place. That's good for him. And Andrew Ferguson, top 10 for the Fergo household. There's bloody parrots, there's ukuleles, there's hula hoops, there's anything going up there, and plenty of beers to go around in the Fergo household with a top 5 or a top 10 finish. So look out for that. You'll probably be able to hear it if you live in Queensland, ladies and gentlemen. And that is a good place for him to be. Fabian Fitness had literally just galloped, like in a flat 6 Porsche sort of way. Galloped his way out into the lead by 2.5 seconds over Nick Mallow. But I'll tell you what, Nick Mallow now is going to be on the charge because he's got around Tyler Craig, as you can see there. And now all eyes will be forward because there's no threat from behind unless he makes a mistake, does Nick Mallow. And he'll be wanting to recuperate that pride that he got sucked the living daylights out of in race 1 by trying to go for the lead on the final corner of the final lap. Didn't end up his way. So Nick Mallow will be wanting to have a rip snorter of a race here because the guy who beat him, Alex McEwen, is in 6th place and a fair ways down the road. He's still making his way round the back straight. Is Alex McEwen. So look out, Brussels sprout. This could be something to behold if Nick Mallow can get the win. What's happening further down the field? That is not where the power broker wants to be. He's lost it and he's off in the boonies. And that is going to promote everyone from Chris Pinkney and the Banana Rama in upper position. So look out, Brian's cousin, unfortunately in 14th place. Oh, he'll be spewing about that. He was in such a good position there and was getting some money. And look at this, as Andrew Ferguson got around the chef. He's gone the long way around as Fergo, but somehow got the move done. Alex McEwen right behind. He's now going up and underneath the chef if you can get it done. That will be some move and a half, and that is going to invite Nathan Hughes into this battle as well. Look out. Let's ride on board here with Nathan Hughes and see what happens. Oh, my goodness gracious me. You don't want to see that. Alex McEwen fully aggressive, trying to make 2 places up in 1. I reckon that was Andrew Ferguson seeing Alex coming and getting out of the way, but now he's got all the proper, has Alex McEwen. Nathan Hughes now hoping these 3 come together because this is going to be the opportunity of a lifetime if that happens. And look out, the Iron Rod is now coming into this battle here too. He's looking at these 4 cars in front of him thinking they're looking like fresh meat from a lion's eye perspective and hoping that something happens in between the 3 of them because he'll get some positions out of that. Oh, Andrew Ferguson fully sideways there and on the curb. Now he's going to get swamped. Alex McEwen's gone right off the grass to get past Andrew Ferguson. That is going to be the position for 4th. All over and done with, I would say, here for Alex McEwen. He's got it. Fergo's probably going to lose 4th and 5th here if he's not careful. Oh, my days. What is happening behind them? The chef is not giving up tonight. I'll tell you what, Gordon Ramsay's giving him an earful. Nathan Hughes straight up the inside. He's got full aggressive as Nathan Hughes. Nearly took the rear bumper off the chef's car. That was incredible stuff. What is happening here? This is incredible. James Claypole at the back thinking that this is all going to come a proper at some stage, surely. Goodness gracious me, who the hell knows what's going to go on here, but it's all happening here at Donington Park. Look at that, neck and neck is the chef and Nathan Hughes. Nathan Hughes gone straight up the inside. Will the chef go for a switchback move? I'm not sure he will. He's not got that job done. Will he go for a dive up here? No, he's too far back. So Nathan Hughes now into 6th position. This is sort of becoming where we would expect everyone to be. The Iron Rod hasn't got through any of this though. Still sitting there in 8th with all the trials and tribulations of the cars in front of him circulating around. So look out for that. That is my timing tower doing silly things. Ignore that, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden Cook, he is still in 7th place. A top 10 for the chef in the Porsches will be a sight to behold. He'll be absolutely frothing that, don't you worry. That will be some story to tell when he gets off the rig and talks to his missus, I reckon, and says, I got 7th, don't you worry about that. I've got a top 10 in AK Racing. That is something to behold, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on back down the field? I'll tell you what, the windscreen is having an absolute rip snorter. 14th. That is a cracking drive by him. He will be happy where he sits at the moment if he can keep it. Oh, don't tell me that has happened because Fabian Fitness has absolutely pirouetted off into the grass. That is an unforced error there from Fabian Fitness. He was 3 seconds up the road, and there's carnage in the background too. Claypole's got through, but Hayden Cook has gone completely off. I've commentator cursed him again, And poor old Chef is going to be wanting to get that car straight up to speed, because I reckon that's Nick Mole going to go around the outside. It is. Bang. Done goes Nick Mole into ninth. Oh, geez, you can't pick it here. Nathan Hughes, out of all this, is now in fifth, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at that, Fabian Fitness somehow gets back onto the circuit in sixth from the lead. Then that inherits Nick Mallow, first place, with Tyler Craig a good 2.5 seconds behind. And that is a lapped car in front of him, I would say there, because that's, the getting out of the way is a lapped car. That is nice of them to do so. But Alex McEwen in third, Nick Mallow in first. That means Alex McEwen is still leading the round at this stage with the positions where they are. And these guys are circulating quick. Andrew Ferguson a 1:10.8 on his last lap. Alex McEwen, you can see down there, ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom right-hand side of your screen, the quickest lap by each individual driver. It's a 1:10.3 for Alex McEwen. What has Nick Mallow done? His best was a 1:9.8. So Nick Mallow, with that clear air in front of him, is loving life. He is circulating around near on qualifying pace. So well done to Nick Mallow so far, looking advantageous. He's galloped away to a second over Tyler Craig since I first mentioned his name about 40 seconds ago. So that is happening. And don't tell me the iron rod's gone. Oh, you cannot give this guy a trick tonight. The iron rod has shown pace, and his iron rod, I'm telling you, is looking more like a wet paper roll, and not very stable is the iron rod tonight with his performance. But out down in 15th there. Sad times for the iron rod, but the underground mammal in Nick Mole, wow, what a turnaround from him. In 8th, if you don't mind, he's burrowed his way through the field and said, thank you very much, I'll get through all the carnage there. And he's got in front of the Chef, Jack Ferguson, Brody Sharp, McFadden, and is probably going to want to gallop off into the distance there at this point in time. Is Nathan Hughes and Fergo having a good battle? That is Nathan Hughes trying to get 4th place off Fergo. Fergo's ran wide on exit, which is going to give Nathan Hughes an excellent run here. And Nathan Hughes will be wanting to try every which way he can get past their Fergmeister. But I don't think it's going to happen into this corner unless you're super brave on the brakes. No, Nathan Hughes says, I'll think twice about that. But I think he's dummied Fergo into a move. And that's going to be another advantageous run coming up into the back section of Donington Park. He's going to go up the inside. Is Nathan Hughes on Andrew Ferguson. Does he get the job done? Bit of door banging there by the two of them. No, and he's redressed that position. Gentlemanly like has Nathan Hughes. So now Andrew Ferguson is living to life another lap, really. Just living for another corner or two, I reckon, because Nathan Hughes is on a charge here. It's incredible to see what's going on. Fabian Fitness in the background trying to redeem some positions and some pride after going from 1st down to 6th after an unforced error there for him. So he'll be looking at getting himself back up the field someplace, sometime. What's going on here between the two of them? Nathan Hughes straight down the inside. Done. Job done. Andrew Ferguson back down in 5th. With Fabian Fitness now with the headlights blaring as well in the rear vision mirror of Andrew Ferguson. Looking very racy is Mr. Fitness. He's been doing some deadlifts and some squats, I reckon, over the season break. And he's come back with a vengeance, finding some strength in the driving department, has Fabian Fitness. Wowee. Let's have a look back down the field. The B-grade Chef in 20th. Not where he will want to be. He'll be circulating around and looking at that. The windscreen in 16th. He's gone from 14th to 16th. So the windscreen going backwards here. A few cracks and stone chips starting to appear, I reckon, in the rear vision mirror. And there we go. What a curse and a half. Geez, it's strong tonight. That is on another level tonight, I reckon. That is incredible. That is incredible. Nick Mole, though, is now losing 8th position. He's lost it, and now he's probably going to lose another one because the Chef has got through. Jack Ferguson and Brody Sharp behind him are having a battle of a century there too. Too wide. Holy mackerel, coming into turn 8. Whew, what do you look at that? And now look out. Underneath is Brody Sharp. He's trying to move on Jack Ferguson. Who's going to get the whole shot there? That is a car off the circuit and getting out of the way. Not in contention of this battle here. Jack Ferguson and Brody Sharp door banging down the back straightaway. That is not too pretty, but luckily they get away with it. A bit of argy-bargy and a bit of biffo. Testosterone levels rising, you name it. It's all happening in the fair dinkum department. That is Brody Sharp and Nick Mole is around. Nick Mole's unforced error himself. And he is off the track. He's going to go back down to 12th, probably 13th, I reckon, by the time this is all sorted out. And that is disaster for Nick Mole. Getting back here to the battle pack between Fabian Fitness, Kim Weckett, and I reckon Kim Weckett is... Oh, he's 3 seconds behind. I'm calling it the wrong way. Fabian Fitness and Andrew Ferguson, mind you. Look at this for an advantageous drive. Shifts the car. High beams are on. Look at the blue light in the middle of the dash. Just fully high beaming Fergo. Be blinded in that Porsche Carrera Cup. What's going to happen here between the Fergo? I reckon Guy Duff is cheering on his Volvo compatriot in the chat. in Andrew Ferguson. What's happened in front? Is that Nathan Hughes' unforced error? It is. He is unforced error himself, and that is not what he wants to happen. He was trying to get around the outside of a lapped car there, and that sort of gave him a bit of a disadvantage, but didn't hurt him too much in Nathan Hughes. So lucky to get out of that for sure. Now, that is Andrew Ferguson completely off the track. That is going to invite a Fabian Fitness straight down the inside. Thank you very much, Mother for the Rabbits. Job done. Done and dusted. 5th place is Fabian's right now. And I'll tell you what, Alex McEwen hasn't made any ground on Tyler Craig here at this stage. 2.5 seconds away with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the race. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to sit and see what's happening. Fabian Fitness, no, the timing tower just giving me another hemorrhoid, getting me excited there. What has happened to Nathan Hughes? What has happened to Nathan Hughes? Nothing. He was just sitting there. That is, again, just completely confusing me once more, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies in advance for that behaviour. He's circulating well as Nathan Hughes. And look at this behind him. Oh, the chef under all sorts of pressure. Jack Ferguson, he is driving like a man on a mission. I think this is his last race alive, is Jack Ferguson. In 8th, if you don't mind. That is a cracking place to be. And he was heavy under brakes coming into turn 4 there. That was something to behold for Jack Ferguson. And chef is looking pretty tasty for Jack Ferguson. And Brodie Sharp is still sitting in the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful HP liveried Porsche, if you don't mind me saying that. It's one of my favourites. And that is a very, very nice looking Porsche. As we see, everyone circulating around. Our blue flag mark is getting way off the track there. Brodie Sharp getting in the bit of a slipstream there for Jack Ferguson. And not getting the job done here. These two are having a good battle. Let's see where this is going to end or start. Looks like it's starting here now. That is McFadden in the background, falling down positions. Here's Brodie Sharp going to get up the inside here of Jack Ferguson. He is. And Brodie Sharp's going to take 8th place off Jack Ferguson. Wow. Brodie Sharp on a mission. Those sharpened knives are doing him well tonight. Cutting through the field at this stage. He's going to want to be looking at the chef in front of him to outdo him in the knife sharpness department. The chef always has some sharp knives. Gordon Ramsay's all over it. Don't you worry about that. Those two are having a good battle. Jason McFadden in the timing towers, tumbling down the field. Don't know what's happening to him. These three, though, are the closest battle on the track as we speak. But in saying that, I've just literally gone from one extreme to the next, and Tyler Craig has come off the track, or something's happened, because Alex McEwen was 2.5 seconds. Now he's only 3/10 away from Tyler Craig. So Nick Mallow will probably be looking at the timing tower going, keep it there, Tyler, for God's sake. And he doesn't, because Alex McEwen has got the maximum stuckage he can possibly get down the front straight. And he's going to try and go the long way around turn 1 here. And I reckon he's going to get that job done, you know. That looks like it's job done for Alex McEwen. He is in 2nd place. And that is a fantastic drive from Alex McEwen. All the shenanigans at the start, he's found himself out of and into 2nd place. This is the last lap of the race too, ladies and gentlemen, sitting at home. Don't you mind that. That is happening because the timing tower has clicked over to 0. So Nick Mallow is going to be in the box seat here to take the race win in race 2. Alex McEwen 3 seconds behind him. Is Tyler Craig going to have anything to say about that? I don't think so. At this stage for them. Where's the next closest battle? Look at Nathan Hughes. He's coming through. He's in 6th place now, all over the back of Andrew Ferguson. This is the last lap of the race. What is going to happen here for Nathan Hughes and Andrew Ferguson? And looks like we've got Porsches going off everywhere, left, right and centre. A lot of cars into the grass and getting out of the way very nicely. Nathan Hughes cutting that corner and making full advantage of that, because Fergo was understeering so wide there. This could be a bit of a suck, you know. This could be positional change here. Fergo's gone defensive. And Andrew Ferguson has tried for the life of him to keep himself in 5th place. He's going to get that job done. So that's all over and all what she wrote. Literally. That is literally all it is. All that she wrote. Nick Mallow has won. Alex McEwen has come through in 2nd place. Tyler Craig in 3rd. Fabian Fitness in 4th. Well done to Mr. Fitness. Andrew Ferguson and Nathan Hughes 5th and 6th respectively. Brodie Sharp now just crosses the line in 7th. Then right behind him, in about a second away, is the chef in Hayden Cook. Jack Ferguson a top 10 for him, so 5th and 9th for the Ferguson household. That is something to behold, ladies and gentlemen. That will be a party and a half there in Queensland. Jake Buttigieg in 10th to round out your top 10. Kim Weckett in 11th. Good drive from him, and so with Ben Hines as well. That was a fantastic drive from him, Ben Hines, to recover from all that. Kyle Matthews in 13th, Brian's cousin in 14th, Claypole in 15th. Wow, what a disaster for him. He should have been up there in the battle pack, and I think that's where you'll see him in race 3 coming up shortly. James Bullock in 16th, Sandra's long-lost nephew. The underground mammal was coming through the field, and find himself in 17th. Couldn't catch a trick. The commentator curse is on song tonight. Brandon Pearce, first lap shenanigans, found himself from 5th into 18th, and that's where he's got Ollie Longley, Ian O'Brien, Bregrade Chef, Panama, Bensley, Banana Rama and Rankin are your top 25 for that race. Jeez. Whew. I need a break after that. I'll tell you what, if you guys at home aren't excited, I don't know what's going on. That was an awesome race. I was privy to watch that, and you at home at Simsational TV, and to all our competitors who watch the stream back later on, that is something to behold. Nick Mallow took out the race 2. Alex McEwen right behind him in 2nd place. Tyler Craig in 3rd. Fabian Fitness in 4th. Andrew Ferguson are your top 5, with Nathan Hughes, Brody Sharp, Hayden Cook, Jack Ferguson, and Jake Bodygeg in 5th to 10th. That is your top 10. 11th and 12th belongs to Weckett and Hines, with 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th and 17th going to Matthews, McFadden, Claypole, Bullock, Nick Mole. Brandon Pearson 18th, shocker for him. Ollie Longley in 19th, and the windscreen in 20th. After all of that, from 14th to 20th, he'll be wanting to get up the grid a bit further as we get into race 3 and the final one of the evening. Brent Cook, Panama, Bensley, Banana Rama, Blake Rankin, Max Herbal, Finn Sinai, the Baker, Mr. Envy himself, Chris Pinkney, and Matt Belton and the Power Broker round out the final positions on the grid for race 2. Well, race 3 is coming up, and that is a 17-minute reverse top 12. So, where you see our top 12 here, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to them. Ben Hines and Kim Weckett are going to share the front row off there, and then Alex McEwen and Nick Mallow want to plough their way through the field to hopefully get up there again. But fantastic driving from everyone. Reverse top 12 coming our way. Get your bottles, get anything ready, and your final refreshments of the evening, because the 17-lapper here is coming our way at Simsational TV and to you guys at home. So stick around, because it's going to be something to behold, and I'm excited. So we'll see you soon here at Simsational TV for race 3.
Time's up, yeah, you should have known. Pretty little princess put it in a hole. Cold expect, it's not a disease. Can you take a photograph of us and let you see? Bam, trick or treat, wanna stay? You can do it us. We will do it your way. Not so bad if you follow the plan.
Oh, the suspension is killing me. Bit of jet there to finish her off. Look at him. Listen to him. Jeez, he's excited there in the background. We'll get rid of him because it's all going to happen here in 2 minutes and 13 seconds time. Final race of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, here at Simsational TV. It's going to be an absolute rip snorter with a reverse top 12 grid coming our way. Holy mackerel, it's exciting, but I get a bit nervous with reverse top 12s. Not as nervous as a full reverse grid at home, but if you're in the chat, give us your predictions for the final race of the evening. It's all going to happen here. It's a good-looking grid. Let's have a look at our grid slots. Benny Hines is your man off pole with Kim Weckett in second position, just a little ways down the grid there. Jake Buttigieg in third with Jack Ferguson in fourth, right next to him. Hayden Cook and Brody Sharp share the third row. Nathan Hughes and Andrew Ferguson off the fourth. Fabian Fitness, Tyler Craig off the fifth. Tyler Craig not yet to enter the serve. Alex McEwen and Nick Mallow off the sixth row. My goodness gracious me, that's going to be interesting. Kyle Matthews, Jason McFadden next in line with Claypole, Bullock, Nick Mole, Brandon Pearce sitting in from 14th to 19th, 14th to 18th respectively. Ollie Longley, Ian O'Brien, Brent Cook, Panama Bensley, Banana Rubber, Blake Ray Keane in your top 25 with Max Erbel, Finn Sonoy, the Baker, and Mr. Envy himself, and Chris Pinkney with Matt Belton rounding out your final grid slots. Let's see, we've got Guy Duff in the chat with 43 seconds to go. Mallow first, McEwen second, and the Iron Rod in third. Well, I'll tell you what, the Iron Rod's got a bit of work to do sitting down there in 16th place, 16th to third. That'll be recovery drive of the session, I reckon, so far for you, Mr. Guy Duff. Heather Hughes is saying go Stewie, so I don't know if that's the son's nickname or something like that. We'll find out later on, but it's all going to happen here for race 3 and the final one. 17 minutes of action-packed racing coming your way. Round 1 is at its peak, not finished yet, ladies and gentlemen, but we are ready to go racing here for the final event of the night in the Porsche Cup for Wednesday Cup Season 12, if you don't mind. All lights up, and we are lights. Oh, there's a jump start there. That is a huge jump start. We're lights out and away we go. And oh my days, what do you do there? Because Benny Hines is in first place. That is going to be a drive-through penalty there for Buttigieg, I reckon. That is all over like a fat lady sings for him. He's going to have to come back and make his way through the pit lane for a drive-through penalty there at the start. Everyone's got through pretty cleanly here. It's all happening here in the battle pack in the mid sort of section. Jason McFadden is under pressure here now. Fabian Fitness and Nathan Hughes coming to battle there too. What's Brian's cousin going to do here? He's got some sideways Porsches behind because right next to him is Nick Mallow. Nick Mallow's there. Oh no, he's nearly got punted off. There goes Ferguson. Jack Ferguson's out. He's spinning around and facing the wrong way, ladies and gentlemen. Buttigieg and Weckett are having a good crack here for second and third. Benny Hines has got out to a great lead, only 1 second already. And Brody Sharp still sitting there in fourth. Andrew Ferguson in fifth. That's a good place for him to be. The chef right behind him, pressuring him because he's got Fabian Fitness, Nathan Hughes, and McEwen and Mallow, the 4 quickest drivers, all line astern behind him. He'll be feeling the pressure here now. Fabian Fitness up the inside is going to take the advantageous position into turn 9, if you like. 9 or 10 coming up, and Fabian Fitness is going to take 6th place. The chef now under all sorts of pressure. Fabian Fitness has gone a proper. Nathan Hughes has gone wide there too, which is going to invite Alex McEwen up down the outside. Then Nick Mallow's involved in this as well. Nathan Hughes, Nick Mallow, wherever you want to look, it's all happening here. Nick Mallow around the outside into the second lap, turn 1. Don't you worry about that. Where is the chef in front of all this? He's sitting there in 6th place, got through cleanly. Nick Mallow's made some places up there as well. There's a Porsche off in the background there. But that looks like Nathan Hughes, Brandon Pearce, all there. Where has Alex McEwen gone? I can't see him. Can anyone see him? I've missed where Alex McEwen has gone. He is off the timing tower, and that is not where he wants to be. My jingos, if anyone saw that, let me know in the chat. I missed it completely. Nick Mallow, though, making his way around the outside of the chef. He's got position 6 all done and ready to go. So that is positional change for 5th and 6th, respectively, because Hayden Cook now has... Oh, there is Alex McEwen right there. The timing tower, I don't know what's happened with him. He's still sitting there. And it'll sort itself out soon because I can't find him on the bloody timing tower. But he's well and truly there is Alex McEwen because that Rothman's Porsche is Alex McEwen. So, don't know what's going on. Nathan Hughes, though, off and out of contention here. Hopefully, my goodness gracious me, 13th place for him, 14th now. He's falling back down the grid. My goodness gracious me, what has happened to him? Well, I don't know what the timing tower is doing. I can't see bloody Alex McEwen anywhere on it, but he's there, ladies and gentlemen. He's sitting pretty down there. I reckon, where is he? I don't know where he's gone. He's just disappeared again. The hunt for Alex McEwen is on in the timing tower department. Not sure, but don't worry about that. Out in front, Benny Hines. 2.6 seconds if you don't mind off Kim Weckett. That is a cracking position to be. Brody Sharp putting pressure on Kim Weckett, I reckon, in the next lap or so. Don't you worry about that. Andrew Ferguson in 4th. That is going to be some cheerful places to be because his son is down in 23rd place and not looking like getting anywhere near the top 10 for the final race of the evening. But Andrew's going to keep the domination up there in the Ferguson household and lead the roost for another week here at Wednesday Cup, will he? Oh, not if he does that, though, because I've just commentated, cursed him. And there goes Fabian Fitness through. Fabian Fitness has got 4th. Andrew Ferguson in 6th. You can see him there trying to get back onto the track. That's allowed Nick Mallow through. That has allowed everyone else through as well. Holy cow, he's gone down from 4th down to 9th as Andrew Ferguson has promoted everyone in between him up a place. And now Ollie Longley's got him too. So Oliver Longley into 9th place, taking the top 10 within his grasp here for Ollie Longley. Fergo, bit edgy and getting a bit hot under the collar because he's gone right back around the outside as Andrew Ferguson on Ollie Longley and taken position 9 back off him. So look out, these two are having a good crack here, ladies and gentlemen. Brody Sharp, though, has really found the back of Kim Weckett within a lap. Only 3/10 between himself and Kim, so this is a good battle to have a look on board with. We'll go to the bumper cam for now, or the splitter cam if you like. Brody Sharp taking that nice apex, getting the car pointed and turned without the understeer pushing him wide. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of a suck here, I reckon, down the back straight of Kim Weckett, but not enough here to take an advantageous position, I would say, for Brody Sharp. No, it's not. Is he going to make an unforced error in Kim Weckett? No, not in front of that. It's all happening here, and that is Kim Weckett. No, that is Fabian Fitness into the pits, or was it someone else? Anyway, nonetheless, Nick Mallow is there. I'm not sure what has happened to Alex McEwen, but he's somewhere around. Nick Mallow in 5th, Brandon Pearce in 6th, Hayden Cook is behind him in 7th, and these three this is a good battle pack. Only half a second between these 4 drivers, realistically. Looking like a bit of a train there as well. What's the B grade chef doing? Brent Cook is in 14th place. He's got overtaken by Nathan Hughes, so Nathan Hughes is going to try and make his way back up the grid into some sort of position where it matters for Nathan Hughes. We'll see what happens there. Nick Mole, the underground mammal, though, having a good crack here at Ollie Longley, trying every way around. Not out there, son. That's not going to work. Nick Mole, get back on the track as soon as you can. He does so, but he's lost a couple of positions there. And he's punted himself into Alex McEwen. There he is. He's off the circuit, is Alex McEwen, and is Nick Mole. I don't know why Alex McEwen somehow is not on the timing tower. It's just doing stupid things here. Here's a Assetto Corsa, but that is all over. It doesn't matter where Alex McEwen is now. He is way back down the grid, so we'll get into the front half of the grid, and Nick Mole making an unforced error into Alex McEwen with Nick Mallow now. Yeah, getting a bit of a flash there from Fabian Fitness. Fabian Fitness not too happy about that move, I don't think. But Nick Mallow now in 4th position, making his way through the field. He has got to get another 3 positions to finish on the top step of the podium for the second time tonight, if that is going to happen. We'll find out shortly within the next 10 and a half minutes. I'll give you the hot tip. What's happened to Kyle Matthews? He is off the grid and he's going slow. Is he making his way back onto the track? Yes, he is. So Kyle Matthews coming a proper there. Oh, geez, that's promoted Nathan Hughes, though, up another position. So Nathan Hughes in 12th place. Brandon Pearce falling down the grid. Where's Brandon Pearce? He's off the track. Oh, no. Where do you pick it, ladies and gentlemen? Falling down again for Brandon Pearce. Just not having the night of his life, I guarantee you that. Sort of like him and James Claypole. Oh, bloody hell. Those two are close friends on and off the circuit. Both of them having an absolute shocker of a night. You don't ever want to be in that position, and that is another car up in front. Is that the power broker? It is. So James Claypole into 19th, straight past the power broker there. Nathan Hughes has got a move there done on Ollie Longley. So Nathan Hughes into the top 10. Look out. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. He's on a charge, is Nathan Hughes. He's got 3.5 seconds between himself and 9th place. So bit of moving and shaking to do. What's happening to Brian's cousin? We haven't called much of him tonight. He is now circulating here in 7th place, and I think he's going to get the job done here on the Chef. Yeah, fully late under braking. I think that's overcooked in the McFadden department. Yes, that car is pirouetting around, and he's taken out the Chef. He is whip-snorted into the Chef. The Chef and McFadden are off, and Jason Buttigieg has gone straight through, and that is going to promote Nathan Hughes up into 8th, and Ola Longley into 9th. And, oh, look, the B-grade Chef has got in front of the main Chef. Those two are still together looking at each other going, mate, what was that nonsense? But it was just a driver error and a pirouetting of the inertia in the rear-motored Porsches that's pitted. Oh, Jason McFadden, poor bastard. I'll tell you what, he was on for some money tonight, was Jason McFadden from Brian, but not now. Not in 14th place. Oh, you can't pick it, ladies and gentlemen. You just don't know when anything's going to happen. As soon as you think something's not going to happen, it happens. And here it is again. Jack Ferguson and Matthews coming together, and Jack Ferguson now and the Envy have got up a couple of places because the Envy man has gone into the pits, and I think that's job done for Envy. He has decided to hang up the boots for the evening, so DNF for Mr. Envy himself. Jack Ferguson in 15th after a bit of contact there. The stewards will want to have a look at that. And don't tell me. No, it's not. Or is it? Yes, it is. Brody Sharp's come a proper. Oh, no. Brody Sharp's lost second. He's gone from 2nd to 4th within a corner. That is a mishap that you don't want to do. Everyone getting to grips with the new physics of these cars. Rear engine this season and front engine last season. Does take a bit of adjusting to get used to when you're racing around. So look out. All the competitors out there. An unforced error is just moments away from someone in front of you, if not yourself. But yeah, what happened to the iron rod, says Guy Duff in the chat. Sitting in 18th, so still nowhere near the front. I don't know what's happened to him tonight, but yeah, it's that's motor racing. Never over until the checkered flag goes, but in saying that, James Claypole, reverse commentator, cursed him. He's now in 17th position, got around Panama, so good stuff from James Claypole, found himself up a place here at this moment. Let's see what we can do with everything happening here. I reckon we're right on board with Nick Mallow. Turn the volume up, ladies and gentlemen, and listen to this absolutely magnificent Porsche sing its way around Donington Park for one more lap. As we ride on board with a lap from the master himself, Nick Mallow, and looking very, very sharp there is Nick Mallow, but a bit of battling behind, I just noticed on the timing tower. You probably all noticed that too. All a bit of argy-bargy going on here. Look at this for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. It's all happening here. Andrew Ferguson at the back of Buttigieg and Kim Weckett, and a bit of nudgy there from Andrew Ferguson. Kim Weckett under all sorts of pressure here in the DeWalt entry here in the Porsche Carrera Cup Challenge. Holy mackerel, he's under some pressure there from Buttigieg behind him. Where do you find that? Fergo's got through Nathan Hughes somehow. Nathan Hughes falling backwards down the grid. Not sure how, but it's all happening here in the Simsational department, that's for sure. Andrew Ferguson up in 7th position and trying to defend with his life from Nathan Hughes charging through the field behind him. But Kim Weckett is under all sorts here. He's got Buttigieg behind him, and that is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. The pressure cooker rises. It gets too hot and you run off the track, and that's going to hurt him here because he's going to have a hell of a lot of understeer, and that is going to be Buttigieg up the inside. I reckon here, ladies and gentlemen, with the run down the back straight into the final 2 corners of the circuit here at Donington Park. Bit of door banging there too by the both of them. Holy mackerel. And that is going to be Kim Weckett still defending that position, but Andrew Ferguson behind him nearly got caught up in all that, and a bit of argy-bargy there. What's Nathan Hughes going to do about it? He's going to sing around the outside here as Nathan Hughes. Are they going to blink first? Don't know who. I think he's given up on that as Nathan Hughes or not. No, Nathan Hughes going deep under braking around the outside of Andrew Ferguson, but it doesn't happen. Jake Buttigieg is all over the back of Kim Weckett. That is a battle for the race at this point in time. It's all happening here. This little angry pack is not letting go of each other. Jake is hounding the back of Kim at this point in time. Holy mackerel. Look at those two go. And that is a run that you want. Not the ideal position for a blue flagger to get off the track, but he does it very well. Jake's trying to go up the inside, trying to go around the outside. Oh, we've got a car on the circuit here, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone had to take avoiding action there. That was incredible stuff. Everyone got through cleanly there with the car half on the circuit. Now Jake's going to try and power his way out of the corner, but that's not the way to do it because they understeer, underpower these cars. And look behind him, you've got Nathan Hughes and Andrew Ferguson fiddling around in the background there. Geez, you can't pick it. Jake's got a really good run here, though. Nick Mallow just done the fastest lap of the race at 1:10 dead, basically. Nick Mallow is flying, but not as much as Jake. Jake's going to get up the inside here and take the position of Kim. Kim's going to go sideways over the second chicane, and that's going to hurt his run because around the outside and on the inside goes Hughes and Ferguson. But Hughes has been the biggest benefactor of all that. Holy cow, what a move by Nathan Hughes. He's got straight around the outside of both of those drivers with the error. That was Mika Hakkinen-esque of 1999 Formula One at Spa. That was some fantastic driving from Nathan Hughes. Gone from 8th to 6th within a corner. Positional promotions there for Nathan Hughes. Heather will be cheering on at home. Don't you worry about that. Let's keep it friendly on the circuit here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on in the chat. People are having a whinge in the chat, but we'll get to them later on after the stream has ended. Don't you worry about that. Look at the positional changes here for the chef. Oh my goodness gracious me! The chef has been ploughed by a backmarker, and that is not the ideal thing for the baker to do on the other chef. The baker and the chef got absolutely yeeted into each other. My goodness gracious me. Wow, if that's a lap traffic disaster, that's the one for the evening here. That's going straight to Champ Street is the baker himself. Holy cow, you need to have your eyes and wits about you here, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening. Oliver Longley, though, doing a very good job sitting there in a lonely 9th place, just circulating around, doing 111s, 112s, you name it. He's happy where he is. Brandon Pierce, though, in 10th for the final top position in that top 10 in the Monster Energy Porsche. He's had a shocker tonight, but this looks like it's going to be a nice evening for him if he can sit there in the top 10 and hold that position. I'll tell you what, Ben Hines has held his own here against Nick Mallow. What a drive by Ben Hines. He's flying. Nick Mallow has not had the answers for him tonight, and I think we better get off him because we're going to commentate a curse him here, but keep an eye on that. Nathan Hughes is only half a second away, though, from taking top 5 place. And I think you'll want to be getting on that quick smart because these are the last 2 laps of the race based on the timing tower, I reckon. Unless Benny Hines crosses the line now. Oh, no, I reckon there's going to be... Yeah, this will be the second last lap here for Benny Hines, I reckon. So we'll see him circulating around. But Nick Mallow now 1.7. He's taken half a second out of Ben on that lap. So we'll get off him quick. Brody Sharp made his way through the field and got in all sorts, but has found himself in 4th place here. It's fantastic to see him up and about. In the pointy end of the field. Kim Weckett is in 8th. Nathan Hughes is in 7th, sorry. Nathan Hughes is in 6th. And Nathan Hughes just trying to get his way around the outside of Buttigieg, and he's done so. Into 5th place goes Nathan Hughes. Top 5 for him at this stage. Is there going to be a reply here from Jake? I'm not sure there is. And Jake is just going to have to sit there and take it. Oh, no, he's going to hit Nathan Hughes. Is Nathan Hughes around? No, he's not. Thank goodness. That was so close to disaster there. For the both of them, that would have taken them both out. Luckily for Nathan Hughes, the racing gods are on his side tonight. Holy cow, you just can't pick it here at Simsational TV. What is going to happen on track and when, you just don't know. As soon as you get to the last lap, you think it's all over, but it's not. Benny Hines is going to go around for another Daft Punk style. One more time, this will be the final lap of the race for Ben Hines, but look out. Nick Mallow, though, is all over the back of him. There is nothing else to say. I reckon Benny Hines is smelling like a piece of cow dung, and Nick Mallow is the fly that's hunting him down to land on that and have a feed, because 0.6 of a second here on the last lap. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to stick, I reckon we're going to have to stick with these two to see what transpires here for the last couple of corners in the race. Oh, look at Nick Mallow fully on the slip angle there, oversteer. Don't you mind? That is some fantastic car control, if you don't mind. Flicking it into 5th gear as we come down into the back section of the circuit. There's a couple of braking zones left here, ladies and gentlemen. So what is Nick Mallow going to do? Is he going to be able to take the win from Benny Hines? We'll find out as this is the last 3 corners of the track coming up. Benny Hines better not run too wide. Hopefully he can get a bit of a suck there off Alex McEwen. And oh no, Benny Hines has done so. Nick Mallow though just taps the edge of him. This could be a move for position change in the win for Nick Mallow. If this is going to happen, this is it where it's going to be. Oh my goodness, it's going to happen. Nick Mallow's going to go up the inside. There's a lap traffic, blue marker in the way. Nick Mallow's going to get tagged by him. But is that going to be enough for him? Benny Hines is trying to get the run here on Nick Mallow, but I think Nick Mallow's going to take the win just. Oh, Nick Mallow and Benny Hines. Wow, what a last lap battle. First and second respectively, 0.3 of a second away. Benny Hines will be absolutely shattered. Fabian Fitness though will not. He will be happy with a podium for the last race of the night. Brady Sharp, fantastic drive from him in 4th place. Nathan Hughes now is going to cross the line in 5th. What a drive from him after being tangled up in all sorts during that race. Jake Buttigieg will be there in 6th as well. Kim Weckett in 7th respectively. That was a great drive. Andrew Ferguson finishing in the top 10 in 8th. So a good drive from Andrew Ferguson too. Nick Mole in 9th and Jason McFadden in 10th. What a drive. He will find some dollars in his pocket from his cousin in Brian later on. So a bit of a payday for him here in the last final corners of the track. The chef is going to nudge him in the back and say, well done, sir. There is 11th. Kim Matthews in 12th. Jack Ferguson, the younger of the two, is going to finish in 13th place tonight. Brandon Pierce in the Monster Energy Porsche in 14th. And then, oh, look at that in the background there. That could have been hairy. Brent Cook, the B-grade chef, in 15th, and James Bullock. That is a bee's dick between the two of them and the Iron Rod. Holy mackerel. Those three, that could be a close one for the finish. The timing tower can't even work itself out there for now. Ollie Longley in Lonely 18th. The windscreen in 19th. 1 place better than where he finished last race. Panama Power Broker, Bensley, Bananarama Herbal, and the Baker in 25th position there. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Wowee. Where do we finish in all of that? Yeah, it's that was a race. That was a really good race. Look at the last lap gap there between Nick Mallow and Benny Hines. Holy cow, those two guys will be having a good handshake after it, saying well done. That nearly was disaster again, nearly deja vu for Nick Mallow on the final turn from race 1. If you were tuned in earlier, you'll see what happened to him. Race 1 for the battle of the lead. Fabian Fitness in 3rd, first podium for him. Brody Sharp in 4th, Nathan Hughes in 5th. Well done to him. Jake Buttigieg in 6th, Kim Weckett, Andrew Ferguson, Nick Mole, and Jason McFadden. Round out your top 10. Hayden Cook in 11th, Kyle Matthews in 12th, Ferguson 13th, Brandon Pierce 14th, Brent Cook in 15th. Then you've got Bullock, Claypole, Longley, O'Brien, Panama, Power Broker, Bensley, Bananarama, Max Herbal, the Baker, Bodie, Pinckney. Round out the final grid slots, and Alex McEwen with a DNF. Or a DNS. I'm not sure what happened to him, but did not finish the race, ladies and gentlemen. Did Alex McEwen. I'm not sure what happened there with him, but that is it. That's all she wrote for the evening. Wowee. Thanks to everyone in the chats having a good chat with this and sticking around to watch. Loving everything about it. Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate you sticking around, and to all of our races too. Just having a good crack. Well done to all of our competitors here at Simsational TV. We love you. If you like the tune, if you like the stream, give us a like, give us a subscribe, comment, come join the Discord with AK Racing. It's a great community too. But we'll be back next week at Road Atlanta, if you don't mind. No, Road Atlanta. Yes, it is Road Atlanta next week for another round of the Porsche Carrera Cup season. And it looks like Nick Mallow will be the championship leader coming into that race and that round. So keep your hats on. Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back at Simsational TV in a week's time for round 2 of the Wednesday Cup. Look forward to seeing you all then. Thanks for tuning in and sticking around. Absolutely love you all. And we'll see you guys next time.